I love it. Let's see who's on here. Let's see who's coming on. Let me see who's going to come on. Who is this? What's up, Wayne Grant? Adrian Quill. Hello, Adrian. Good morning, Douglas Gray. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Tanisha. I hope you're feeling better. Saw you weren't feeling good. Brian Jones. I love it. I'm just seeing who's logging on here. I'm running a little bit late. Yeah, Brick House. What's going on? Hey, Brick House. Today is gonna be good. We talking about leveling up. What's up, Douglas Gray? Good morning. So you all know what today is, right? It is like my favorite day of the week. It really is my favorite day of the week. You know, it is the week that I get to get on here and inspire you all to become the best version of yourself and to live your life fearlessly, right? To live your best life fearlessly. So Wednesdays I super love, and today I extra love today because today we're talking about how to raise your standards. You know, so many, well, before I get into it, you guys know how this show works, right? It's ready, set, go. And if you're driving in your car, you can't possibly like take notes or so, good morning, Miss TJ Sauce. You can't possibly take any notes. So what you're going to do is come back a little bit later and you're going to go to my website, I'm sure, at www.be-fearlesstv.com, and you check it out a little bit later. Click on the link. Of course, when you go over to my YouTube page, you have to click subscribe on that, right? I want you to do that. And when you do it, share it and tell somebody about it, because I know somebody needs to hear what I'm saying, right? But if you're with me right now, you can take some notes down because today is going to be super good. I'm talking about raising your standards. Raising your standards. So many of my business clients that come in here, they're just, they're stuck because they're not raising their standards up. As you grow in life, you have to raise your standards. I mean, for real, people have to reach up to your standards. You know what I mean? You should not dip down to someone else's standards. You got to raise your standards at all times. I mean, continually. So today I'm going to just give 5 tips on really how to raise your standards. I think my girl Sierra said level up. She said level up, right? So the thing is, you have to make people level up to you. And don't apologize. Literally raise your standards up. Don't apologize, right? And keep it moving. So that's what we're talking about today. So number 1, in order to raise your standards, pick 2 or 3 areas of your life that you want to raise your standards in. Because you can't, it's hard to raise them in all areas of your life. So just pick 2 or 3 and literally write them down. I want you to pick 3 areas of your life and write it down. For example, it could be, one could be, let's say career, or one could be your business, or one could be relationships, one could be friendships, one could be family. Pick 2 to 3 areas to raise your standards. Just pick the area, write them down, right? Then number 2, write down the real, true reasons why you want to raise the standards in those areas. 2 to 3 reasons why you want to raise it. Oh, something's going on with my computer. Why you want to raise your standards, okay? And also, I just saw the craziest thing online just now. You all just saw me look over there, but anyway, I'm back. Pick 2 to 3 areas where you want to raise your standards. And then once you do that, write down the real reasons why. Write down, if the reasons why you want to raise your standard in these areas is because if you raise them, write down how it's going to affect your life if you do it. Okay, so an example is like, raise your standards in business. Raise your standards in business. I do it all the time. For example, my day spa. It's not really advertised to like the public, right? Because I'm raising my standards because I want a certain level. I want people to come in my spa that really is ready to hone in on their internal self. It's not your typical commercial spa. You can't come in here and get nails and your feet all polished and stuff. You can't do that. We don't do acrylic stuff in here. Everything is all natural. Everything that we do in my spa is for the internal body, healing of the internal self. So here it is. It's like a quaint space and it's only for certain people. I had to raise the standard, because in there I only want relaxation. That's it. We don't, no drama goes into my spa. So I raised the standard up, and guess what? The VIPs that come into my spa that I send out invitations to in different parties and stuff like that, it's just that's the market I want in my spa. So I had to raise the standard of my spa. I couldn't just do any type of product. I had to raise the standard of the products. I had to raise the standard of the technicians that work there, their level of experience. You have to really raise it up. And guess what? I introduced it to some people, right? But for me as a business owner, I raised the standard, and I don't apologize about it. I don't apologize. It's not for everybody, and I don't want everybody in my space like that. So you raise your standards up. That's in business. Relationships. Raise your standards. Why? Stop going for the person that's beneath you, like this, their level. They didn't level up, Stop sitting there, like taking on all their issues and all their problems. Like, raise your standards up. Stop going to the same places looking for the same people. Raise your standards up. Go to somewhere else. Go somewhere else and like locate someone on your level. You know what I mean? You have to like raise it up, and you have to have no apologies about it. Just because, like, for example, a lot of guys approach me, but my standards so high. I'm so high. I'm 44 years old. My standards are very, 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 very high. And so, he's going to have to level up. Matter of fact, he don't have to level up. He's going to already have to be leveled up. Because I don't want to be the person to help him level up. He got to already be up on my standards. You got to raise it up, and you cannot be apologetic about it. Hey, I think they're great people, but they're not for me. So that's in relationships. So really, really hone in and think on the areas that you want to raise your standards in. And once you think of the areas, write them down, at least 2 to 3, and write down the real reasons why, and say how it's going to affect your life. So when I'm talking about relationship, I can tell you my reasons why that I'm going to raise my standards in that area, okay, from past experiences. And then I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect my life. It's going to affect my life like this. I don't want no drama in my life. I don't want no baby mamas in my life. I don't want no drama. I don't want no man laying around my house not working. I don't want that. I don't want no man calling me out my name. I don't want that. I want happiness. I want to be able to work hard, go for what I want. I want to be a woman that a man recognizes as a business, and that I love God, first, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to know. I want to blush when he texts me. I want to get all giddy inside. I'm raising the standards up, and it's hard to make me get giddy inside. So you have to know that when you raise the standard, okay, the result is, for me, it will be happiness, love, caring. That's what I want, and there's no exceptions to the rule. I don't apologize about it. So that's relationship. I said one for business. I said one for relationships. Career. Raise your standard in your career. If that's one of your areas, raise it up. Say why you want to do it. You're tired of doing the same job you've been doing for 10 years. You want to raise your standard up. You're tired. You know what I'm saying? Raise it up and go for it. Go for wherever you want to go, and just know that the result is what may be more money, it may be more prestigious, it may be what you could meet different people. Whatever the reason is, say how it's going to affect your life, right? That was number 3. And number 4, after you decide on the areas, and you wrote down your reasons why, and you also write down how it's going to affect your life, now create a ritual. Create a ritual. A ritual is something that you do all the time. You know how we pray before we eat? It's a ritual. You're going to do that. Now you say your prayers at night. It's a ritual. Well, when we talk about raising standards and you want to really, really raise it up, you have to create a ritual. You have to do something over and over again every day. Let me tell you something. In business, okay, there is no luck in success. There is no luck. So if you're in business, when you captured your first sale, however you did it, right? Make it a ritual. Do it the same every day. Because I'm telling you, for example, when I get a new client in my spa, the way that I get new clients is my own unique technique, okay? But I do it over and over again, consistently, every single day. You know, it is a theory of, hey, tell at least 10 people about your business every day. Tell them about your business. It's a ritual I do. You see 10 people a day. Whatever you're doing, if you're in business, you see 10 people. Tell them about your business. You know, a closed mouth is a mouth that doesn't eat, right? So tell them about your business. That's a ritual for me. And out of 10 people, at least 4 people are going to inquire about more information. And out of 4, maybe I get like 2 clients. But that's 2 more than I had yesterday. So create a ritual. Raise your standard and create the ritual. Like I said, if relationship was your area you want to raise your standard in, then create the ritual and stop going to the same bar every single day. He's not going to show up. He's not there. Change your ritual. You know, instead of knowing I'm going to the same spot, don't go to the same spot. Go to a different spot. Change up your routine, your ritual. Create a ritual, you know, to really, really raise your standards and stick to it. Do not let anybody take you away from your daily ritual. Whatever it is, create a ritual for each area that you selected. I said 2 or 3. Select 2 or 3 areas of your life that you want to raise the standards in. Once you select the 2 or 3 areas, write down your real reasons why you want to raise the standards in those areas. And when you write that down, also write down how it's going to affect your life. Once you have that written down, now create the ritual. You know, this is how you're going to raise the standard, you know, so create the ritual, okay? After that, find a role model. Yes, people, when you raise your standards in different areas, you have to find a role model who is already modeling the standard you want to get to. You know, for example, in business, the person doesn't have to be in your industry, but they have to have a standard that you desire. So I tend to hang around business people that's literally doing business. I hang around people that if you're not their market, they don't waste their energy. Okay? I hang around those people because they are successful. So I want to raise my standards in my business. I get around business people that's already doing the damn thing. You understand? So you have to get around role models. If I'm saying, oh, in relationships, I just not going to tolerate A, B, and C, and I'm going to raise my standard, then I'm going to get around my good girlfriend that's already doing the damn thing. You know, that's what I'm going to do. That's role models, okay? And the last one, number 5, be relentless. Be unapologetic. Don't apologize because you want more for you. Be relentless. You know, don't let anybody take you off your flow. I'm telling you that when people start to see you raise your standards up, there are some people that will come around and they will try to be so relentless. They will take you off of your flow. You know, like I say, if you have a business and you want to raise your standards in your business and you create your own ritual, like I'm telling you, create a ritual so you can continuously raise your standards in that area, don't let anybody change your mind. Be unapologetic. If it doesn't work for them, it doesn't matter. It works for you. It's your standard. You know, if it was relationship that you want to raise your standard in, and I told you, Say the reasons why you want to raise your standards in that area, how it's going to make your life better once you do it, right? Create the ritual. So if you know for a fact that you're raising your standards and there's certain type of guys or women that you want to meet, don't allow your friends to be so relentless to take you right back down to the gutter where you don't want to be. You don't want to meet those people. Be relentless. Put your stuff on and go out to a place that have the people that you want to mix and mingle with. And be unapologetic. If nobody wants to go with you, go alone. That's what I do, right? So you have to be relentless when it comes to life-changing things. You have to be relentless, because when you create change in your life, I'm telling you what I know. There are going to be people that will go against your change. There will be people in your life that can't even see why you changing, okay? And they will be relentless, and they will try to get you to switch back. Be unapologetic and keep it moving. You have to keep it moving. You know, you cannot worry about all this. So I gave you guys 5 tips. Today was really a really important day because it's called raising your standards. And we have to raise our standards in our life. You have to do this thing continually, because you're growing. Every day you're growing, right? So because you're growing, really look at you as a whole. I said, I want to inspire you to live your best life. And I want you to not only live your best life, but live it fearlessly. And when you live your best life fearlessly, you don't apologize for that. You live it fearlessly. And one way to do it fearlessly is to raise up your standards. Raise them up. Pick 2 to 3 areas of your life. I promise you, if you write the real reasons why you're picking those areas, and you say to yourself, if I raise my standards in these areas, my life will be like A, B, C. I can feel it. I can visualize it. I know it. You see, this thing goes back to visualization every single week. If you visualize what you want in a mate, you visualize how you want to see your business, if you visualize how you want to see your career, I'm telling you what I know. If you raise your standards up, okay, create a ritual and do it every day. Wake up, grab your coffee, do it every day. A ritual to your standards. Get around, not like kinds, but level up and get outside, network with different people. Find a role model in those different areas that you're trying to raise your standards in. They're out here. You can find a role model. Role models are easy to follow. Easy to find, easy to follow. You just got to open your eyes up. And when you do it, when you set out to do it, be relentless and do not apologize, because you want to do something for you and for your life. Remember, I am Dr. Catlin. I'm always going to bring y'all some real good inspiration. I'm going to bring you some authentic inspiration that's going to help you, I'm serious, become the best version of yourself. It will help you to live your best life, but live it fearlessly. I live my life fearlessly, and I do not apologize for it. You see how that works? So this is Ready, Set, Go. My favorite day of the week, and you all are my favorite fans. Love. I always call you guys my loves. That's exactly what you are, my loves, because when I inspire you, I also inspire me to be a better version of myself every single day. So take what I'm telling you, use it how you want to. Share this video, because I know that there are people out there that need to hear how to raise up their standards and be unapologetic about it. Be so relentless that nobody can take you off what you're trying to do. It's your life, and you want to better you to be the best version of yourself. Until you guys see me again next Wednesday, be fearless. Be unapologetic. Raise your standards up. Make people reach your level. Try it. I'm Dr. Catlin. See you guys next Wednesday. Bye.